This is exclusive updates. And so with Jay-Z showing up in the Epstein files along with Eminem, and there was pictures with Michael Jackson, and there's many other celebrities whose names were brought up in the Epstein files. People are wondering if there's going to be any prosecutions, and it looks like most likely not, because I guess they're saying some of the allegations, there's not enough evidence to really back it up. So it doesn't look like there's going to be many other prosecutions coming out of the Epstein files. But look, I'm going to break down some information about Jay-Z. In this video, I have a clip I'm going to play for you as well. So in this clip, we're going to see how Jay-Z's behavior was around Rihanna, and it's pretty odd and strange. And so they're saying that he met Beyonce, and she was like 10 years younger than him, allegedly. And same thing with Aaliyah, you know, somewhere around 10 years younger than him at the time. So with Rihanna, there's another example where, yeah, people are questioning their relationship, and people are speculating if Jay-Z might have bought her or whatever. And so, look, this clip might be disturbing to some of you. I mean, you'll start to see it different now that you're seeing the strange behavior with Jay-Z and, you know, these allegations. And I have to leave a disclaimer that all this is alleged. You know, there's no, you know, this is something that you're going to have to make up your own mind about. So we're going to cover some things that might disturb you, but it's all alleged. We're going to just put it out there like that. And so let's get to the clip.
Tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. Tell me what he said to you.
A really good audition.
And what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
So then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. Dad, I know I promised you I'm gonna give you my first Grammy. I have to fight for this one.
She said you want to thank everybody for her first Grammy.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Jay-Z for being a part of this record with me.
She'd like to thank Jigga Man for being the greatest in the world.
Record. Tricky Dream for writing such a beautiful record. Thank you. I was just waiting downstairs, and I was like, get the contract on here. I want to sign it, I want to sign it, I want to sign it. I was so hyped. I didn't sleep for the next 3 days.
And I don't sign songs, I sign artists.
Okay.
You know, he kept going, Jay Brown, he kept being persistent. I was like, you know what, bring her by. And when she walked in the office, I was like, you know, she just had, it was just something about her. It was just, she had this, you know, it was just something about it. And then she performed the song, and I was like, okay. Okay, then, you know, we sat down and we talked.
Was Rihanna really sold to Jay-Z?
At the time Rihanna signed with Jay-Z, she was said to be 16 years old, but Jaguar tells a bit of a different story.
14 going on 15 years old. Flown over without parental supervision in a private plane by a man who was supposed to be a producer who auditioned her at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room.
But what's even crazier is how Rihanna's family got paid a healthy amount for sending her to Jay-Z.
Her father collected a $500,000 check. She has the fastest inked deal in Def Jam history.
After Rihanna signed, there were rumors swirling that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna. Maybe that's why B and Rihanna never appeared to like one another or collab.
And so you see that some of these clips show Jay-Z's strange behavior with Rihanna. I mean, it's pretty disturbing. You even see how Rihanna was saying how she got signed. So this was straight out of her mouth. She's saying it, you know, from her own self. So it's not really alleged when you're hearing it from Rihanna, where she's saying how she got signed. And it was where she said that Jay-Z said you can get signed and walk through the door, or don't sign, basically, and there's the window. There's only two ways out of here. This is what Rihanna was saying when she got her deal. And we found more information in those clips where they're saying that she was flown out at a young age. And so Jaguar Wright had some more information, but like I said, this is all alleged, but she's saying that Rihanna might have been as young as 14 or 15. Other sources say she might have been 16. The story goes like this, where they're saying they flew her out with no parental supervision from, I guess, Barbados or something. It must have been. And so they flew her out, met up with Jay-Z in a hotel somewhere about, probably New York or something. It was said to be about 3 a.m. or something. And this is where we're hearing where he said he doesn't sign songs, he signs artists. So people are looking at that like, okay, what are you saying? Like, you're purchasing people, basically, you're just like, and with the music industry, it is kind of like that anyway. So that's why I said this is something where you have to decide for yourself. And these claims are, just speculation and opinion. But we're seeing like it's a bit strange, you might think, Some people might think this is a bit strange, some of the things that we just saw. I mean, how young she was to be signed and without supervision at 3 a.m. She said she didn't get no sleep for like 3 days after she got her deal. Now that could be from excitement from the deal, or, who knows what this was all about. But basically, I mean, to be threatened, like, okay, there's only 2 ways out of this room, through the window or through that door with a deal sign. That sounds like a threat. I mean, this is coming from Rihanna herself, and that didn't sound too good. It sounded a bit alarming, right? I mean, it's like, wow, what option is that? Even if you're joking, it just wouldn't be very pleasant to hear something like that. You wouldn't think. I mean, that's no way to, talk about, a lot of artists, if they're signing a deal, I mean, you shouldn't be pressured into signing a deal. I mean, even if the artist wants to sign, you shouldn't have to hear something like that. It should be completely up to you. So for her to tell that story just sounds weird. And then with that Grammy award behavior where Jay-Z's interrupting her and he's basically speaking for her, and that was very strange behavior. It was like very controlling, and it was like, wow, he just was displaying that energy in public, and it just really seemed very weird. I mean, there was Taylor Swift standing behind them, and Rihanna's sitting here trying to accept her Grammy award speech, and he's like, looking like he's just completely controlling her situation up there, and just overbearing, and just, I don't know, just look kind of strange if you ask me. But like I said, this is all opinion. This entire thing is speculation, and it's all alleged, everything we discussed in this video. So I just showed you that clip because I came across it, and it was pretty disturbing, and I thought this would be the time to release it with all the Epstein stuff and Jay-Z showing up in the allegedly showing up in the Epstein files for whatever reason. And let me know what you all think about this. We all heard about Jay-Z before. I mean, people have been saying that he's a interesting individual. A lot of people in the industry seem to be, like Clive Davis and all the powerhouses in the industry just seem to be kind of on something else. It just is weird. I mean, they put out the product and they put out the artists, and they develop their artists to be these superstars. So you can't deny them that. They really do put out a quality product for the consumers to listen to their music, and they get the best songwriters, and they put together the best songs and put the package together with the artists at a high level. So I mean, you can't take that away from them. But if the industry's being run, kind of weird and disturbing like that, who would want to sign to the industry? I mean, if you got to go through all that control, and the behavior that we're seeing, and all the allegations we're hearing, it just seems like, okay, are you sure this is the career you want to sign up for? We've heard all of the stuff that could possibly be going on behind the scenes in the industry that the fans don't really understand is going on all the time. So this is just something to You know, think about if you're aspiring to be an artist, I would just, wow, probably do it on your own. You know, you would think like, who's looking for a deal these days? You would think like, in this time and age, with all the information that we know about this stuff, it'd just be kind of weird to be out here looking for a deal. You would think at this point, you would almost want to just do it yourself. Anyways, with all the technology these days, you can almost just, you know, record and make your own videos and try to do it yourself. Maybe, I don't know, but not saying every record label is gonna be a situation that's disturbing like that, but who knows? I mean, we just heard enough to know that, okay, maybe if there's smoke, there could be fire, you know. So let me know what you think about all this that we discussed in the comment section. I'm gonna leave some links for you. Make sure you like the video. Let's get about 100 likes on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, that's about it for today, y'all. I'm out. This has been Exclusive Updates.